You're watching Ride Like a Local with Belt Drive Betty. This week on Ride Like a Local, we're in Hills Alberta, Canada's most rider-friendly community, to meet some of the business people and find out why Hills won that contest.
Hi there everybody, it's Holly Sorgen, Executive Director for Community Futures Grand Prairie region. We're a proud sponsor of the inaugural Canada's Most Rider-Friendly Community Contest. On behalf of Community Futures, our contest sponsors, partners, and organizers, I just wanted to say how thrilled we are to have seen this fledgling contest take flight this past year. Not only did people take the opportunity to nominate communities, but they totally took ownership of the process as the contest became more and more competitive as the weeks went by. I want to say thank you to everyone who nominated, voted, supported, and promoted the contest. Community spirit is truly alive and well in rural Canada. So without further ado, I'm pleased to declare in a clear and decisive victory, Hills Alberta as Canada's most rider-friendly community. Congratulations to everyone who nominated, everyone who used social media, everyone who voted. That's fantastic work. Thank you also to our other finalist, Moncton, New Brunswick, on a job well done. We've seen huge success this year, and we're ready to do it all over again. So watch for information about the second annual Canada's Most Rider-Friendly Community Contest coming your way soon. And to all of our riding community, I say, ride safe this summer and take care.
I'm being joined right now by Barb. She is the owner of Barb's Restaurant here in Hills, Alberta, one of Canada's rider-friendly businesses. Barb, tell me how long you've been in the restaurant industry.
I've owned the restaurant for 1 year now. I've been in restaurants off and on for the last 20 years.
You were also a cook at some other businesses in the industry, like hospital or extended care?
Yes, I worked for the Hills Hospital. I also did Burger Palace for 7 years, the hospital for 15. All cooking. Yes, and it's fun.
Now, you've become fairly well known for your Ukrainian dishes in particular. And your Bob's Biker Burger.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that burger, because that's what I ate for lunch today, and that's a monster.
Yes, and that was actually created by Bob himself, and I said as soon as we redid our menu, it would be called Bob's Biker Burger, and I stuck to that, and it is now officially on our menu. And the first day he ordered it, there was 17 orders that went out that day because they seen it. So yeah, good burger, apparently.
It's a very good burger. It has egg and cheese and bacon and hamburger and all kinds of other good things in it, and then it's served up with a bunch of pierogies. So a very filling meal. Barb, I want to ask you about the weekend, the rally that just took place. You had quite a few riders come in and test out your restaurant, right?
I did, especially on Sunday. Apparently you guys lost a cook on Sunday morning. So yes, we served breakfast right up until 3 o'clock before my restaurant emptied. I was exhausted and done. No offense, guys. Love you all. It was a really busy day, and I appreciated all the business. Trust me, it was great.
Now, there's something about bikers that you kind of like.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
They usually have a lot to tell you, and they're usually pretty funny about it. We have a few regular bikers around here. They don't quite carry the same sense of humor that bikers that I get from all over the place, which is really cool, and it's nice to see them. And they, however, just like to make sure that they can see their bikes at all times, so trying to make something change about that.
Yeah, you've got a fair amount of parking where people can, sit and see their bikes, but it is one of the things that we're a little particular about. Yeah. We like to keep an eye on our babies. Now, I know that I came in here on a couple of occasions with some different characters and the way they were laughing and teasing and joking with everybody. And it seemed to me Like even the locals were having a pretty good chuckle listening to these guys.
Yes, yes, and that is true. And there's this man right here. He is the one who will introduce them to every biker that's in here. And if they come in alone, he sits with them and keeps them company until they leave, which is really fantastic. And most of my most of my community people who sit in here will do the same thing. They don't just let them sit there all by themselves. They will come and make them join them, and they will have a good conversation and a good supper, and then they'll get off on their way again. So
being rider friendly, what does that mean to you?
That we accept anybody that comes in here on a motorbike, and we appreciate them coming into town, and they're great people, and people shouldn't be so afraid of them. People tell all kinds of random stories, but none of them are true, and most of these guys are lawyers and doctors and God knows what, but they're all great people, and nobody should be afraid of them.
Well, thank you very much for a little bit of your time, Barb. It's been a very rewarding experience to be back here in Two Hills.
Yes, you always come, and that's great. Nice to see.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I'm being joined right now by Sherry Baker, who works at the Junction Inn. She's the motel manager here in Two Hills, Alberta. Sherry, tell me a little bit about your job here at the Junction Inn.
Well, it's nice to talk to you about Drive Betty. What I do here is I check people in, I clean rooms. I pretty much do everything here. So I don't know. Yeah.
So tell me about the weekend and the riders that you had in here and why you enjoy serving motorcyclists.
Well, the 4 gentlemen that came here this weekend, they're fun to be around. They're a great time. They're just super nice people. That to have them here was a pleasure.
I heard lots of giggles and laughter when I was here.
Oh yeah, they're quite comical. Yeah.
So you had those 4 riders, and then you had another couple that were riders in another room, and
an older gentleman and his wife, and he comes here every year. So he's got a standing reservation every year he comes. So.
What special amenities do you offer riders besides the fact that they can actually park in front of their rooms and see their bikes? What other little things do you do for motorcyclists?
Well, we do have security cameras everywhere, so there's no problems with any type of security. I'm going to start offering like cloths so they can wash their bikes. Anything that they pretty much need. If they need food, I have food here available and make it for them, and they're happy about that.
You also act like a little bit of a taxi service.
Oh, yes. If they need rides anywhere, I absolutely will drive them to the rally. If they need to be picked up, I can do that. I take them to the liquor store for their beverages, gas station for their cigarettes, whatever they need. I try to accommodate them as best as I can.
I would say that you do a very good job of that. I can attest to how accommodating this little motel and you and Ryan, the owner, really are. What is your favorite thing about living in Two Hills?
It is such a nice, quiet community. The people here are extremely friendly, and anything you pretty much need, there's someone there to help you out.
I agree. Two Hills is a very welcoming little community.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking some time with me, Sherry.
Well, thank you, Betty. It was great to have you here this weekend.
It was nice to be here, and you guys got really comfy beds, by the way.
I know. They're awesome.
The Sports Camera Store in West Edmonton Mall is your one-stop shop for drift and GoPro action cameras. We carry Canada's largest selection of action cam accessories, along with video sunglasses, hidden and surveillance cameras, and more. Visit www.sportscamerastore.com or stop in to our West Edmonton Mall location, lower level by the bay. Thinking of starting a new business? Expanding an existing one? What could you do if you had a team? We'll meet your new team.
Hi, I'm Holly Sorgen. I'm the Executive Director My name is Wanda Shepard. I work in administration.
My name is Sherry Breen. I am the controller.
My name is Leah Holler. I work with Community Futures.
This is Shane Wallace. I'm the contract business analyst.
My name is Janine Harder.
Community Futures, growing communities, one idea at a time. Moncton, New Brunswick, home of Atlanticade Motorcycle Festival and runner-up community in the inaugural Canada's Most Rider-Friendly Community Contest, sponsored by Community Futures of Alberta.
My name is Leah Holler, and I work with Community Futures. I've been here for 13 years, and I love my job as much today as I did my very first day. What do I enjoy most about my job? Well, it's hard to say because my job is so many different things, and I'm so excited to work with the different clients that I work with. I get to, sometimes I'm opening up a business in trucking, and sometimes I'm helping clients open up a business in other things, and I love the challenge of it because it brings new things to my perspective, and so I get to learn more, and then I'm better when I work with other clients. But I just love getting in and just being a part of something exciting. And so I'd have to say that's the best part of my job, is just being able to be a part of everybody else's exciting moments. If I was a young person and I were to give advice to somebody who is just coming up, I would say follow your passion. Sometimes it means going to school and learning the background and getting that expertise, but follow your passion. Oftentimes people come into the office and they say, I want to start a business. What kind of business do I start? And I always say, what do you love to do? Because you never know what businesses will make money or not make money, because it all depends on your passion and your drive for what you do. So that's my advice to a young person. In terms of what inspires me, wow, the people that I work with, I get to meet the most exciting people. I work with some of the most exciting people on a day-to-day basis, and I just thrive on what they do. And so I always find that the people around me are always where I get my inspiration. It's not people that I've met in the past. It's always who's in my vicinity right now is always where my inspiration comes and my excitement. So that's probably the easiest question for me to answer. What is my favorite pastime? Well, I am one of the luckiest folks in the world because my work is my play. There is so many exciting things that all I have to do is come to work. That is my passion. That is my pastime. I get to look at everything from a new perspective. So just coming to work is my favorite pastime. In terms of my favorite quote, it's probably a poem that I read a really long time ago, and it's 10 years ago, but it was just the last two lines, and it was I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. And I always just thought that was really cool because you have the control to make whatever change in your life that you want. There's another song that says, when you want to change your life, change your mind. And I think that that's so true, is that you really have whatever you need in front of you to make any difference that you want to make. It's just a matter of kind of changing your mind and looking at your perspective, or you're looking from a new angle.
Right now, I'm at Hills Alberta, being joined by business owner Henry Classen. Henry, tell us a little bit about your restaurant.
Well, we have homemade pizza dough. We have specialized in wings, all kinds of different variety of wings.
It's a very busy little restaurant. You do an enormous amount of takeout business, and you're branching out into some other endeavors that all involve good food, and you look like a gentleman whose wife feeds him very well.
That is correct. We have good food. We have very good food. We are licensed. We have riders coming in here all the time, and we love serving them.
What is it about the riding community that you enjoy?
The openness. You start driving in this area, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like this area. We've been here a couple of years now, and we really enjoy it. It's the people, the friendliness. It's a good community.
It is a great little community, and I've heard from a lot of people this weekend that they're really enjoying having the larger number of riders coming through this town.
Yeah, we always like to see them come. They bring a lot of joy. They come with some nice wheels when they do come. I like to see them show it off. But yeah, it's always nice to have them back. Have them around. Next year will be the 10-year anniversary. It'll be nice to have them back again.
It will be. Now, when you said this was a family-owned restaurant, you weren't exaggerating. You run the books and the business aspect of it, and your wife is the chief cook, and your daughter and both of your sons work here. Let's talk about what it's like to be family and work together.
Well, it is amazing, and that's one of the reasons why we moved here. I used to work for a different company. I traveled all over the place. Now, I work here. My family works here. We're always a family in this restaurant. It's amazing. It's a good thing to have. Keeps us close. Keeps us very close. It's good. But as far as me running the books and she being the chef, I don't know if it's entirely true. If you ask her, she probably says she does it all. But I'm here. I'm supporting and helping. The credit goes to her. She is an amazing cook. And without a good cook, you can't have a good restaurant.
Yes, and I will testify to that. She makes a wicked pizza dough and phenomenal cookies.
Yes, that's another thing we're working on to try to get it into the restaurant area, groceries too. But one step at a time, and it might take a while. But our food here, I mean, we're happy. We're proud. We're proud to have this restaurant here. We're proud to be part of this community. It's a great community, and yeah, that good food is it's good to have. It's a good trade.
It is a good trade. Where do you originally hail from?
I was actually born in Mexico, Chihuahua, state of Chihuahua, and then we actually lived in Windsor, Ontario for 18 plus years, and we lived in Two Hills now for almost 3 years. But yeah, originally I was born in Mexico, actually.
That's quite an interesting thing. I've heard that a lot of people from the Mennonite community come from Mexico.
They are. There is a big area in Mexico also. Mexico is huge. It's a big country. There is different areas where they hail from. Like I said, I was from Estado Chihuahua, but it's actually in the Cuauhtemoc area. But then there is other areas in that area. It's a different generation, different. But they're all working people. They're all they love coming to work, and that's what happens in this community now. It's the reason why this is such a high popular Mennonite area is because of work. Right now it's on a downturn a little bit, but it'll change around. It'll come back, and everybody will come back out this way again. So.
Yeah, it's a cycle. I mean, all economics, everything to do with our world goes around in cycles, and you can't ride a crest of a wave forever. It has to eventually crash to shore, go back out, and come back in as a wave again.
Yeah, you start chasing them, you're usually on the losing end of the stick. It is true. You got to stick them through. And it's been hard. Like for us here, we're down. From last year, we're at least 20% down, but it's the economy. The economy is down. Next year, hopefully, it'll be better.
Yeah, all a person can do is their best every day and embrace what comes in the door for business and, work hard to expand your offerings so that you can survive. Diversity seems to be a very important key for a lot of small businesses now.
It is. That is, it's a huge part. We have to come up with different ways of doing, providing jobs. We have a lot of welders that are without work right now. So different things got to come to this area so that everybody's back to work and back going. And I think next year this is going to happen. Next year this community is going to grow even more. And but yeah, with the riders coming in like this, it helps. It helps a lot. It's a great joy to have them.
It is. Thank you very much for your time, Henry, and thank you for the great service that we had this weekend.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Which community was the most rider-friendly community in 2016? Presented by Community Futures of Alberta, Canada's Most Rider-Friendly Community contest starts September 2016. The Rider-Friendly Business Association, helping you to shop, eat, and play local. www.riderfriendly.ca. The Rider-Friendly Business Association, helping riders find rider-friendly businesses. I'm being joined right now by Larice Broshko, one of the owners of the Two Hills Liquor Store. Larice, tell me a little bit about your business.
We're new owners. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Just something different to do in life. Bought our own business, and my husband retired and trying something new.
Well, you guys have a wide variety of product in here. And on the weekend, this place was pretty smoking busy.
It was. We had great participation. Everybody that came in seemed to know what they wanted, what they were looking for. It was busy. It was awesome.
When it comes to motorcyclists, what do you find when you're dealing with them, when you're serving them at the counter? Are they polite? Are they funny? Are they...
Very friendly people. Nothing but great things to say about them. Love their outfits, the little dogs, the bikes. Love hearing them roar up to the store and how much they can pack in a saddlebag. It's amazing.
It is quite amazing how much stuff you can pack in them things, isn't it? So, as a community, Two Hills won the rider-friendly contest as Canada's first most rider-friendly community. What do you think that kind of recognition means to a small town like this? Does it bring more tourists out? Does it bring people into your community?
We're hoping so. It's new for us, so we don't know the history of, how many riders we get in a summer. They periodically come in. I'm hoping this brings more, especially local riders that will think maybe that's just a great place to go for a weekend now.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking forward to with this contest, is to see rural Alberta flourish more, rural Canada flourish more, because let's face it, tourism is where it's at for a lot of your small businesses.
It's such a beautiful area. Like right now, the canola fields and the rolling hills, it's a lovely place to just ride out to.
I agree. Thank you for taking some time with me and sharing your thoughts on what it means to be a rider-friendly business.
Thanks. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm being joined right now by Julie Sue, who is one of the owners at the Two Hills Inn, the hotel here in Two Hills, Alberta. And they serve some wonderful Chinese food in this place. Julie, how long have you owned the hotel?
3 years.
3 years. When you bought it, you had to do a lot of work to clean it up, correct?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you did to clean up that hotel.
We do new renovating the rooms and the bar and the restaurant.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Why did you choose Two Hills as a place to come to live?
I like it a small town, so everybody friendly.
And you enjoy serving motorcyclists?
Yes.
Why?
Can see lots of different people to come into town, meet the town better.
They're a lot of fun too, aren't they?
Yes, yes.
I heard you say you like how they make you laugh.
Yes.
Yeah. Julie, I want to thank you for being part of the rider-friendly community of Two Hills. Your bar is very welcoming. You have a lot of fun when we go in there, and it's a very wonderful place to eat.
Thank you.
And that's all our time this week, folks. Next week, join us as we head back to Two Hills for the dedication of the Wayside Fallen Riders Memorial Park and the Run to the Hills Memorial Rally.